1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I think I might have gone a little overboard. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I have a really huge haul from AliExpress.
Have a good old time.
So
these. 7 on the bottom. Robinson.
Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. I hope you can hear me. Just let me switch to the screen so you can actually see me. Hi, welcome to the live stream. I'm Dexxter Clark. I'm a YouTube educator and hopefully you'll learn something today because I'm going to look at some of your YouTube channels. I think the theme of today, I know for sure that the theme of today is going to be your uniqueness. So I'm going to look a little bit at your YouTube channels and your titles and thumbnails and look if you can convince viewers to watch your videos, because in the end, eventually what leads to the view actually is the click on your video. And that starts with your title and thumbnail. What I notice is that what a lot of creators do is they start with the video and not thinking about, okay, what makes my video stand out, what makes my video unique, and then you have a really hard time getting the view. And what I see a lot of creators do is they create a thumbnail after they've made the video. The problem with that approach is that it doesn't help you much in the terms of clickability. If you think beforehand about, okay, what makes my title and my thumbnail clickable, what does get me the view, then you're thinking from a whole different perspective. You're thinking about the perspective of how can I get the view and not how can I make the content. That having said, title and thumbnail are important, but your video idea is much more important than that, because if you have a video idea that viewers don't want to watch, you can have the best title and thumbnail in the world, but it doesn't help you. So I'm glad for you to join me today. The question that I'm probably going to ask the most today is what makes your content unique in terms of unique value in the video itself, or the way you present it, or maybe the humor. If you think about that, if you know about that, about your channel, then you can communicate that to your viewers, and then viewers have a better understanding of why they should watch your video. Let's first say hi to some of the people here in the chat. I see Mr. Harold Breen, 15, City Trail Wander, SPXCT Riesel. Why do you have such difficult channel names? Hello everybody, Mind Mentor, French Bulldog. Welcome to the stream. Let's dive into the first review of today, and therefore I'm going to switch to the channel of Junk Wax Hero. This channel is about baseball cards. And you communicate that regretfully not in the channel header. That makes it a little bit easier to understand, but your thumbnails pretty much say that it is a little bit about collectibles, which helps viewers to know, okay, if I'm in collectibles, if I'm in baseball stuff, cards, etc., that's my cup of tea. So that's really good. Hi, Dexxter says Horology Biology watches. But when I look at your channel, I know, because I have a little bit of background with retro video games, I know that things like baseball cards, really unique stuff that's really rare, that works really well. So I think you should focus really on that, or maybe a history of a certain card or a certain player, and maybe the player has some merch, or I see some shoes, the cards, because that's what viewers really like to see. So what I would really recommend you to do is, before you make your next video, go and sit down and think about what is the thing that viewers like to see most, and can I make a video around those topics? Coincidentally, I'm working on plans on rebooting my retro video gaming channel, and the only thing that I'm doing right now is collecting thumbnails, collecting video ideas, look at my competition, look at what works for them, because then I have a little bit of an idea of what I can do, but also how can I change things up, because the competition does things in a certain way, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean that I have to do it in the same way, because if I'm doing it in the same way, I have nothing unique to offer, so I can't give viewers a reason to watch my videos. And then I'm just one of the 100,000 retro video game channels out there. So I'd like to see you do that also, because when I look at, for example, this video right here, huge card show. Okay, but why should viewers watch huge card show? If there is a huge card show and there is something special about that huge card show, okay, you name something in the title, but auditorium outside Boston, but is that something that viewers really like to see? From the retro video gaming niche, I know that viewers like to hunt with the creator, together with the creator. So can you exploit that maybe a little bit, that idea? So the basic idea is good, but can you up the ante regarding to that? Let's take a look at one of your videos, which I was watching. Okay. The first image. Okay, I'm hearing myself back. That's not very handy, because then I'm going to talk weird stuff. Let me mute my control panel in YouTube. Here, mute. Okay, the first impression that people get is your logo in this video. The problem is with that, what is in it for the viewer? Because it's value of you, the creator, but it isn't about you. It's about the viewers. Because the viewers are the most important thing for your YouTube channel. So try always to think about the perspective of the creator. What is in it for the creator, for the viewer? Why should they watch your video? And that you communicate that in your title and thumbnail, but also in your video itself. So the first thing I see is something that is not of value to the viewer. And the first thing that they see when they hover over your YouTube video on YouTube Home, for example, it is a logo that isn't of value to the viewer. So if viewers do that, they can see that it is not of value to them. So why should they click on your video? So I would definitely try to avoid that. Also, one of the reasons that you get a connection with your audience, that means that viewers come back to your channel, can come back to your channel because of you, because of your personality or what you do, for example. So, and luckily you do that. You have your face here in this on the screen. But from the perspective of, okay, I'm trying to get a connection with my audience, maybe it helps a little bit to get a first picture of who you are. And hey, I've got a new package in the mail. Let's see what's inside, but also get to the meat of the video as quickly as possible. Because let's take a look at how long it takes for you to unbox this video.
My new pickup today is this. Got it on eBay. First Bowman for Rafi Devers, my favorite current Red Sox player. Autographed.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused as to, I thought we were going to unwrap this package, but you have the contents of the package in your hand? Or is this a duplicate? It helps to be very clear in your YouTube videos.
And cheaper. An interview with Pete.
Think from the perspective of viewers that see your video for the first time, because a lot of viewers will see your video for the first time. I see sound seems very low. Okay, can you hear me better now? Yeah, I see that my volume is very low. Okay, I hope this is better. I hope this is better. Okay, let's go back.
Awesome. Great interview subject. I really like SGC a lot, even though I don't grade many cards at all. I think they're great for the hobby.
Okay.
Pete told me in that interview.
We're looking at a package. We're still looking at a package, but only here, that's 1 minute and 30 seconds in, something happens.
Video was not on my schedule.
But also from the retro video gaming niche, people want to know, also in the Pokemon card niche, for example, people want to know what is in the package. But you can't take that too long from them, because otherwise viewers will click away. The YouTube formula for views is make people click, make people watch, and make people return. If you manage to make people click, you also have to make people watch your video. So you want to avoid them clicking away from your video. The audio is better, thanks. Yeah, I hope it's for everyone better.
Because I wasn't expecting it back until Saturday.
Okay, you said I wasn't expecting it back till Saturday. Okay, that's information. I get why you say that, but is it of value to viewers? Because that's a question that you have to ask yourself over and over and over again. Is it of value to viewers? And if you can skip things by editing in a certain way, then skip things. And don't be afraid to skip things. And you might be afraid that people can't follow along, but you can make a story in your video in a way that viewers still can follow along with the story, but all the unnecessary fluff is out of the video. Viewers will appreciate that. I know this video is probably targeted to a little bit of an older audience, but when you see big YouTube creators, they always see ways to change up the image a little bit. They always make sure that there is something visually interesting. For example, unboxing a box is probably going to go very fast because they know, okay, viewers come for this. The actual value is the reveal of the contents of the box. And viewers only get what they came for.
So I'm really excited for that. Let's start with these on top.
2 minutes in the video, and that's too long. Viewers aren't that patient, generally speaking. I think what I'm saying, you can see that in your audience retention graphs. Your audience retention graphs are your truth pills when it comes to your video, because that tells you the truth about what viewers really think about your video. If it takes them too long to get to the point, they will either skip to the point in the video that they think is interesting. Viewers can scroll through the video this way, or they leave the video, and you don't want that. Because after all the effort, you finally get them to click, you also have to keep them in the video. When I look at the thumbnail of this video, it's a giveaway. Was this video? 16 card. No, that's not the video that I clicked in. 16 card. No, I can't find your video. Because you could make the box reveal. You did that a little bit here. You could make that the tension of the thumbnail. I took the liberty to look at another YouTube channel. This is Austin Evans, but he does that a lot in his videos. He looks at, in this case, it's also a box. It's a mystery box. But the way he presents his content is different. He tries to make it, I call it a cliffhanger. This is the cliffhanger. You want to see what is in the box, and he exploits that. The main focus of the thumbnail, you can see it's a blue sky and a green grass. Probably nobody will stand on green grass and no, that's not what you do. So the main focus of this thumbnail is completely him and the box. And his title is I regret buying this mystery tech. So it's all from the perspective of, okay, I regret this. I got scammed. Again, I got scammed. I did this. I did something really amazing, out of the ordinary. This is really special. The truth. Because those are the things that get you to click. Yeah, he tested the world's worst PC hacks. Again, I got scammed. And I can imagine that if you're trading cards, for example, you will get scammed at one point. So maybe that could be a topic to make videos about. So generally speaking, for all creators, not try to look only at your competition, but also try to look at other channels and how can you apply those techniques to your channel. Okay, that was the first one. I hope that was very useful. But absolutely, continue making videos and making titles and thumbnails, good clickable titles and thumbnails. That's a skill that takes a while to master. So I don't blame you for anything because that is something you will learn over time. But if you focus in more on, okay, how I can make my thumbnails and titles more clickable, it will help you so tremendously in the future. And every day and every week, and with every video, you will get better. How many channels, Mr. Hero Breen says, how many channels submitted to be reviewed today? I counted over 50. So I don't think I can get to every single one of them. The Mind Mentor says, thank you. Can you put the sound of the videos higher? I cannot hear it. Yes, I can do that. I can do that. I'm always really cautious with volume of videos. In this case, that wasn't a problem because sometimes people submit videos with copyright issues, and then I already got a strike on some of my channels because someone submitted a copyrighted video. Great stream, thanks, says John Brozosa. Michael Kriegerman, hello everyone. I worked in audiovisual branch for 20 years and the audio has always been a neglected child. Use your ears and soul. That's a really valid point. Viewers are generally very lenient when it comes to video quality. If the value of the video is good, the quality of the video, the nice drone shots, the super fancy edits, the color grading doesn't really matter that much. But audio does. Because are you going to listen to a video, especially on crappy laptop speakers, for example, or crappy phone speakers, for 15 minutes to a video with crappy audio? No, not a lot of people will do that. So before investing in a really expensive camera, invest in a lapel mic. Rode has lapel mics for $100. It's really worth it because your viewers will watch longer if your audio is better. So a really, really valid point. Do you know who the Mr. Beast meme is? From the Mr. Beast Squid Game rap battle? Mr. Beast. Okay, I don't get that. Let's take a look at the next one. The next one. Morgan's art and stuff. Okay, Morgan. Thank you, first of all, for submitting your channel. And I read in your description, you said Morgan's art stuff, hobby channel, art stuff, toy stuff, and cool stuff. Okay. What I hear from that description is that you didn't think about what is it that viewers come for. Because cool stuff is different stuff for everyone. That you find it cool stuff is probably, maybe, not cool stuff for me. So that means that you are going to make really broad videos for a broad audience. That could be problematic because if you try to appeal to everyone, you will appeal to no one. Meaning that viewers don't think that the videos are especially for them. While when they see a video like I Got Scammed, for example, with Austin Evans, the video earlier, okay, they want to know that. And his channel is about really specific stuff with tech, for example. You know, okay, it's about getting scammed with tech stuff. So it's really clear about his audience, but cool stuff is really broad because probably Austin Evans thinks that cool stuff is computer stuff. Okay. Let's open Zulu Oosh Crackle Foam. Okay, toy unboxing. Why do you have the hashtags in your title? Toy unboxing ASMR slime. Oh, you do that here and here also. Morgan's art stuff. Intro video for my hobby. Oh, if this is your channel trailer, set it to unlisted because there is no value in it for viewers when they see it here on your video page. I see French Bulldog. If you want to submit your channel, you can do that. You can see the link to submit your channel here. You submit it on my website. Okay, back to the channel review. Opening washi tapes, organizing washi tapes. Oh, what is washi tapes? Probably people that are into washi tapes know what washi tapes is, but I, as an outsider, don't know what that is. TikTok compiling compilation. Okay, when it comes to thumbnails, the first thing that viewers see is the thumbnail. You have to trigger something visually in a thumbnail that resonates with your audience. But what is that, for example, for this video? If it is about washi tapes, then show a washi tape. Because now, the main focus that attracts me is your face. But that still doesn't give me any clue about what your video is about. The visual thing is what attracts people, and only when they are interested because there is something visually interesting in the thumbnail, then they invested time to read the title. But you have to give them something visually interesting, and visually interesting is generally not text in your thumbnail. And I see that happen so often. The best thumbnails don't have any text in them, and if there is text in the thumbnail, it is 2, 3, 5 words max, maybe. Let's take it back to the Austin Evans channel. Austin Evans. Let's take a look at his thumbnails. And by the way, guys, don't be afraid to look at other channels, especially the big ones. And I'm not saying that they do everything perfect, because they do things often the old school way of doing YouTube, because that's how they were brought up. So that's what they know. But when it comes to, for example, thumbnails, there is something here. And you can see when you look at Austin's text and thumbnails, it's truth. I'm alone. It worked. Wow. A question mark. But other than that, there isn't much text in it, because it has to be visually interesting. And his thumbnails, when I look at that, there's a really high contrast. They're really high saturated. He uses primary colors. Here's the blue. Here's the green. Here's some yellow. And those are generally really deliberate choices. Also here, yellow, blue, red. Again here, yellow, red, blue here. So he tries to pick the most colors that are on the opposite of the color wheel. And he does that because when you see a thumbnail on YouTube Home, it jumps out. Also here, blue, it's not red, but in this case it's purple, a yellow arrow, and his face. Sorry. Because the face is an emotional reaction, which generally works very well. Let's take it back to your channel, Morgan's Art and Stuff. When I click on your video, okay, do you have
AliExpress?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna open these up and then.
Okay, you tease me with your face. I expect to see a face in the thumbnail. Instead, what I get, because when I look at the orientation of the video, then it is a landscape orientation. But when I click on your video, I get a horizontal video. So I'm not seeing the face that I was promised in my title and thumbnail, and I'm seeing a video in a completely different format. If I'm on a phone, that may be all right, but not on the desktop. And I'm not going to watch a vertical video on a desktop.
Welcome back. Today I have some new.
Or is this meant as a
board
short?
Right here. All right, let's get to it.
Opening washi.
I realized. I didn't really
Oh
know.
no! Oh, I thought those were cassette tapes. Oh no! I know what washi tapes are. Okay, I'd like to have seen that in the thumbnail, because even if I may be into washi tapes, but I'm maybe not knowing what they are. And if I visually see what they are in a thumbnail, then that probably triggers me. And that is a reason to click for views, because they recognize the washi tapes in the thumbnail. So that first visual interest should be the washi tapes. That's the whole topic of the video. So that should be not your face, but that should be those washi tapes. Or maybe an application of those washi tapes. If you make, I'm not sure where you use them for. Is it for wrapping packages, for example? Or gifts? Opening and organizing. Okay. When it comes to video idea, what is so interesting about this video idea that viewers want to watch this video? Is it because it's a scam? I'm just taking back the Austin Evans example. Is it because there is something truly amazing about those washi tapes? Because now you communicate what you do, but you don't communicate the goal of the video. A goal of the video could be, for example, when I'm talking about the same topic of organizing, the topic of the end result of the video is that they are clean and neat, that you can find them, for example. So when I think about a title, for example, the best way not to organize, but with one simple hack, you can always find your washi tapes. I'm just spitballing here for an idea. The video topic could be the same, the video could be the same, but you sell it in a different way. Because what is the need for viewers to click on a video that says opening and organizing washi tapes? Yeah, okay. If I do have washi tapes at home, why would I want to click on that? If I'm describing a problem, like those are really unorganized and they are all over the place and they unwind, for example, then I have a problem. And if you know that that is a problem with washi tapes, then you can make a video about that, because one of the pain points is that it gets a clutter. This is why it's so important to do audience research, because it gives you not only your demographics, so where do people live, what are their... what language do they speak, but also their psychographics. So what are their pain points, their fears, their motivators? Because pain points, fears, and motivators are the thing that gets you clicks, because those are the things that you can make videos about. Those are video ideas, but also the things that make people click. Because if they always struggle with washi tapes being all over the place, then they're not into a video about opening and organizing washi tapes. They are into a video about how I can prevent that in the future. I'm looking through the chat. French Bulldog says submitted. Great. If you're just new here, I'm reviewing YouTube channels. You can submit your YouTube channel in the link below, with the link below. Possible sur le vous puissiez. I'm really bad at French. Activer sous street SVP. Could you be able to turn on subtitles, please? If it is correct, YouTube should do the subtitles automatically. Okay. This is a recurring theme I see coming back to a lot of creators. So if you struggle to get views, then those are probably one of your most important things. Titles and thumbnails. And think about what makes it so unique for viewers that they want to watch your video. And that's why you make them before you make the video, because then you have the possibility to craft your video around the title, a clickable title and topic. Then you make your video around the fact that you can get views, instead of I'm making a video and hopefully praying that it gets some views. Thank you for submitting the channel. I thought it was a great example, because I think a lot of creators struggle with that, and I've been struggling with that also when I started out on YouTube. So it's a really common problem. Let's take a look at the next one. Oh, by the way, I see a lot of people struggling with that. And the reason why I didn't do a lot of live streams is because my life has become really quite, a lot is going on. And second, I've worked on 2 courses actually, and especially the pain points, etc. Those are things that I see constantly people struggling with. So that's why I created the viral strategy course, because I know that a lot of people constantly run into those same problems. Think about your target audience, for example. The first module of this course is purely focused on why do people want to watch your video? What makes you unique? There is a whole questionnaire in the first module that takes you step by step through the process of thinking about, okay, what is it that makes my videos so unique, and what makes it that viewers want to watch my content, and what makes my content stick out? Because otherwise, if you can't make that clear to your viewers in titles and thumbnails, if your content is so amazing, how can your viewers know that when you don't communicate that in title and thumbnail? Because the title and thumbnail is the only thing that you can communicate that. The viral strategy helps you with that step by step. So if you are interested in that, a link is in the description. You can also go to viral-strategy.com. And I created the course purely because I saw so many creators stepping into the same mistakes every time again. And I worked with my coaching client on a method that helps them step by step going through those steps of building a channel, setting up a channel. And I've converted that into a step-by-step video training. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. And I have Mattia here. Mattia Bicci. I hope I say that right. I'm not butchering your name, because I know from experience butchering someone's name is so incredibly annoying. So I'm sorry for that if I do that. You are an Italian-born photographer who lives and works in Madrid, and you're specialized in time-lapse, hyperlapse photography. Okay, Mattia, mastering time. The problem a little bit with videos like this is that it's really hard to stand out, because there are so many channels that do time-lapse videos or 4K videos that about Greece or beautiful places on Earth. So what makes your channel unique? That is something that you should really think about. Because if you can offer something unique, you give viewers a reason to click on your videos. Milky Way reflections at Spanish Lagoon. An astro time-lapse vlog. Time-lapsing the Milky Way. What do viewers get out of that? Because when I see 2 topics here. I see a vlog here, and I see the Milky Way reflections. But why am I watching this video? Because of the beautiful images or because of the vlog? Because generally speaking, those two don't go well together. I'm thinking about a German music producer who does vlogs and also does music production tutorials. The problem is that viewers generally come for the music production tutorials and not for the vlogs. Because the vlogs are way too expanded, because there's a lot of tutorial stuff in that, and the tutorials are way too expanded because the vlog stuff is in there. Clicking on this video. I'm muting the audio, sorry for that, because I don't know if the audio is copyright striked. Okay. Your images are beautiful. Your footage is beautiful. But there's an intro here. Why the intro? Why should viewers watch an intro? Because viewers come either way for the reflections or for your time-lapse vlog. And before you even have given viewers any value in the video, you already ask for a subscribe. The problem is when you ask for a subscribe, first of all, give viewers a reason to subscribe. And second of all, do that at a point in the video that they have actually got some value so they know if they subscribe, where they subscribe to. And that, I talked about being clear, for example. But if you are clear to your viewers what your channel is about, then viewers know why they should subscribe to your videos. Is it because of the humor, for example? I'm not sure. I haven't watched your videos. Because if it is for your humor, oh, let me show you the video. Because if it's for your humor, then it helps to communicate that in your title and thumbnail. Okay, I see you here. Okay, you talk about that you've been here twice.
The Milky Way, which is going to rise that way. We got a little bit of water, so you're gonna get some reflection tonight. I have to go a little bit.
Okay. Is this a journey of you getting the reflection that... Oh, okay. Okay. You getting the images of the Milky Way reflections, that is the story arc of the video. Communicate that. Because now, only now I understand your title. A grandmaster at telling stories is that guy from New York City, Casey Neistat. If you want to do vlogs, I would definitely see if you really want to do vlogs on your channel. But if you want to do vlogs, look at Casey Neistat's channel, because he's really good at telling stories, but he's also really good in getting the click with just one image. Because when you have a story arc, that builds tension and that gives viewers a reason to watch until the end. And then, of course, you can show your really beautiful images, because this indeed looks beautiful. This is beautiful. But then it's more about the journey, and I don't get that from here. And especially the intro. Make sure from the first moment that viewers know what they clicked on, and they clicked on the right video. And that's why those first sentences are really, really, really important. You see red lights? I'm not sure what you mean. I see someone in the chat saying I'm seeing red lights. Agreed. Flash intro. Okay, Mr. Basker Yoti Berman says completed 4K watch hours ages ago, but not getting 1 subs. Anything you want to add on? Probably, if you have those 4K watch hours, there is something that prohibits viewers from subscribing, and that has generally to do with value. Do you know for yourself, and I talked about that a couple of times, do you know for yourself why viewers want to watch your videos? Because that's a reason to subscribe to your videos. And if it is a general topic like, for example, photography, okay, but what is it about the photography that they have to be on your channel for? Because it is a special kind of photography, or you do... your video format is really unique, for example, because if you don't bring something unique to the table, then there is little to no reason for viewers to subscribe. And you will see that, for example, vlogs generally have more reason to subscribe because it's the authenticity, or the creator, they like something about the creator themselves. And especially for informational content, viewers are less likely to subscribe because it generally doesn't matter who they get the information from. If it is the Pope on the street, the Pope or the bum on the street, it doesn't matter that much. Or me, they don't care. They only care about the value that they can get out of videos. And if you bring value in a certain way or a certain unique way, that helps them to make the decision to subscribe to your channel or not. So I think it is in the value you bring to your videos that viewers don't perceive that value as such. Can you do something with that? I see Cooper's videos are so weird though. I hate the intros. No intros unless it's under 8 seconds. Yeah, I completely agree. Ditch your intros and never name your intros because that literally tells to viewers, I'm wasting your time. Please don't bother watching the video. The only way that you should do an intro is because it adds something to the video. It adds something to the title and thumbnail. If you're really clear about what your video is about in title and thumbnail, you shouldn't have an intro because you already told viewers what they are going to see. You already teased them the information. And a lot of YouTube educators talk about the hook of the video. Yeah, but that hook is in your title and thumbnail. So you shouldn't have to... If your title and thumbnail is bad, yeah, you should have an intro because you have to communicate the hook. But you communicate that hook already because you made a good title and thumbnail. So please don't do that. The only exception that I think is there to the no intro rule is if there is something that you have to explain. For example, we talked about Mr. Beast earlier. If Mr. Beast does a game, for example, yeah, he needs to explain the rules of the game because otherwise viewers don't know what the rules of the game are. And if he says that I'm getting haunted by a bounty hunter because he wins $100,000, for example, that gives, first of all, a stake to the video. So that's a reason for viewers to stick around because they want to see if they achieve the goal of the video. That's a story arc of the video. But it also explains the rules of the game because you have only, 30, 40 characters to play with in a title and thumbnail. And not in the thumbnail, but only in the title. And that's the other thing. This title is too long for YouTube Home. It communicates too much. And Austin Evans does that. Mr. Beast does that. There is one clear thing in the title. There's one clear goal. And that goal is somehow communicated in the thumbnail. And it's not two... because it says now here reflections and vlog, those are two different things. It is one clear goal and the one clear reason why viewers should subscribe. Also subscribe, but also watch a video. Because viewers, remember that when you are on YouTube Home, there are 20 videos or so. You have to compete with all those 20 videos. So you have to stand out, and you stand out because you visually stand out. And if viewers are taking the time to look at your title, because after you visually entice them you've interested them with your thumbnail, then they are going to read the title. But if they can't figure out what this video is about, they don't give you a second chance. They just click on another video because it's easier to understand. Irfan Misa says, hi, I would consider adding some chapters to the video description. Yeah, that can help when it helps viewers. So don't do it for the sake of having chapters, because vlogs, generally speaking, why would you add chapters to a vlog, generally speaking? But when you talk about a tutorial, for example, and you have different chapters in your video, yes, please do. And if you name those chapters, by the way, don't name those chapters in a way that you can see directly what the video is about. Regard those chapters as video titles of those really chapters in your video, because you have to give them a reason to watch your video. Viewers want to be enticed. You have to convince them to watch your video. Your title and thumbnail, and also the chapters, are your packaging of the video. You can see those chapters in YouTube search. If you have a YouTube search video, then viewers, if they can see what your video is about, statement by statement, and they can see, I already know that, there's no reason for me to watch this video. So treat your chapters as separate video titles to sell them that part of the video, so they are interested in watching that part of the video. Bhaskar Jyoti Barman says, I used to do live stream and stopped 2 months in between due to personal issues, and then people forget that the channel even existed. Yeah, that's true. I'm struggling with the same problem. Only views I'm getting is through shorts now. That's a really valid point. And I noticed that on this channel as well, and that's why I started to make content again, but it takes me a while to get the momentum back. Because if you don't upload consistently, viewers forget you, because the algorithm doesn't suggest you anymore. And I'm maybe subscribed to 100 people, I'm not sure. But I'm only getting to see the videos that are actually suggested to me. And when you don't upload, the algorithm starts suggesting your videos less and less and less. Don't confuse this with the more content you upload, the better chances you have to get a shot in the algorithm. That's not the same thing. But you should upload consistently. And I'm a really bad example of that, because there has been so much going on in my private life also, and on top of that, the video trainings that I made, yeah, sometimes that isn't achievable, and it isn't a bad thing to sometimes take a pause and reflect a little bit and take a step back. But know that it can hurt your channel. And if you have a vlog channel, for example, that will hurt you more than a search-based channel, because a search-based channel, the views will trickle in no matter what. And especially when you're in a less competitive niche. And I noticed that on my DJ channel also. My DJ channel gets me still views from videos that I uploaded in 2017. And a ridiculous amount of views. Because it's not that competitive. But when I look at this channel, for example, Social Video Plaza, this channel that you're watching right now, yeah, those search videos are gone so quickly, because the competition is much higher. So search videos is a really solid strategy. But sometimes you need to take a time off. You can't do otherwise. Otherwise you will burn out, and then there's no value in that for viewers either, and then you can't make videos either. So it's in all of your best interest to take time off sometimes. I would also like to see chapters for this live stream for my rewatching. Yeah, I'd love to, but the problem is if 3 people are watching this video, I'm not going through the whole live stream and doing the chapters. But I indeed, if it helps viewers, then indeed you should do chapters also in your live streams, and I should do chapters also. I see that my camera is a little bit blown out, so let me configure the video a little bit. And yeah, oh wow, you can see me a little bit better. The problem is the sun reflection. The sun is really on my window right now. So, and if there's a cloud before the sun, then the brightness will change a little bit too. What's your opinion on the 1 killer video, 10 average videos? Yeah, I'm agreeing with the 1 killer video. Purely because creators are told that, yeah, when you have more content, then you have more chance to be discovered. That's all true. But if you have to spend, let's say, 50 hours on a video to get 100,000 views, or you spend 50 hours on 10 videos, which is, let's say, 5 hours a video, and you get a total of 10,000 views, then I would say that is time wasted. And generally speaking, because now we're talking about video ideas, and I talked about that a little bit already, video ideas are so important to get the view. If you have a thumbnail that viewers don't want to click on because it doesn't entice them, I'm thinking of the squirrel video by Mark Rober. That is so incredibly, I need to watch that. That's a video idea. I need to watch that video because it's cute and you want to see, because squirrels are pretty smart. You want to see that. That's a really good video idea. And apparently so good that he now made 3 videos around the same video idea. By the way, a really good tip. If a video works well, make more videos like that, because viewers are into that. They saw the other video, they are into that. So they probably are into more content like this. So I'm definitely agreeing with the 1 killer video. And I made recently a video on how I got 1,000 subscribers with just 6 videos. And that's purely because the title and thumbnail and the video idea were good. Purely because of that. And when I look at the first videos on this channel, to be honest, they weren't really very good. And also the video ideas not so good as that I tried to produce them. So that they didn't go viral or didn't take off, in hindsight, is not that strange, especially when the competition is so high. But when I can get, with only 6 videos in the same niche, which is still competitive, get 40,000 views on a YouTube video, and thereby getting 1,000 subscribers on a video, I think that's worth investing. So definitely would say, yeah, please invest that time in a killer video. But I noticed that a lot of creators tend to go into making the video really fancy and really fancy editing, and then completely overlook the title and thumbnail and the video idea. So that only works when you have a really killer video idea, something that viewers really want to watch. And that you get by knowing your audience, their psychographics, their what did they say? The pain points, their fears, and the motivators. Because those are reasons to click. That's why you want to see that. So 1 killer video, yes, definitely. But that killer video is in the terms of a video idea, something that viewers really like to see. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Okay. Oh. Okay. Ryan. Hoelke. If it would be German, I would be Hoelke. Ryan. Okay, I wanted to talk about this video that you made. Let me go back so viewers know. This is a channel about outdoors gardening. What was your description? Outdoor landscape. Okay, so it's about landscaping. And you communicate that. But we talked about your unique reason, having a goal in the video. And what I'm missing a little bit in this video is building a backyard golf course, site layout and design. Okay, building a backyard golf course. What I'm thinking about is how you return views. If viewers are into the backyard golf course, will they be in a backyard pond and a backyard pet bath? I talked about the viral formula. The formula to get views. Make viewers click, make viewers watch, make viewers return. And I'm struggling a little bit with third factor here. Under the ice camera, searching for fish, backyard fish pond. Here's a golf course. How to make compost. Landscape pad. Okay, because if I'm thinking about landscaping, I'm thinking about tips on how to do landscaping. And then I'm thinking about gardening. But it's not about gardening. And I get a fish theme here. And I get, if you're into fish, that making a backyard pond, small bath. Yeah, I'm getting a fish theme here. Pond update. The idea for the pond, I think, is interesting. But who's your target audience? Is that fish lovers? That sounds a bit bad, but people that are into fish and want to fish, or maybe do it themselves at home, and therefore building a pond at home? Because if people are into fish, they're probably not into the golf stuff. And then, in the golf stuff, where was the video? Building a backyard golf course. Okay, if the title would have been, I built a backyard golf course in, let's say, 100 days, then it gives me a time frame, it gives me a goal in the video, and it gives me a story arc. I'm seeing you building up the story of building a pond in, let's say, 100 days. Now, it's just a part of a journey, and that journey isn't completed. So what am I getting into? The site layout and design. But are you step by step telling
building a backyard golf course? I realize how strong that statement is, and I don't want it to sound like clickbait. But the plan here is to take this piece of property that's pretty rough and turn it into...
Okay. I'd really like to have a goal here, a stake here. For example, the end result, that you show the end result and explain a little bit about what you're going to do. I built a pond in 100 days and yada, yada, yada. There has to be a goal there, a stake there for it to be interesting to viewers. Because you're taking viewers on a journey.
They grow 8-10 feet a year. So in 5 or 6 years, this would be a complete mess in here. So
okay, but it's not a tutorial.
So that's sort of the plan. There's really no reason at all to do this, but I want to do it and see it here in the fall. I'm going to dig a couple pins in. I'll do probably various T-decks.
I'm thinking of a channel who does things also step by step, but what is the difference between him and this channel? The guy who bought the mining site Cerro Gordo. Does anyone know in the comments what that channel is? Because if you can look at that channel, that gives you maybe some ideas about what makes it interesting for viewers to watch.
We got two problems here. One is the natural slope of this land. This hill has to be here.
Okay, that can be the stake of the video, the slope. But how are you going to fix that?
This is the septic bed for the house. And coming into play, we don't. There's sand. So the layout. Just wanted to get you a feel for it, and the best part is my wife.
Okay.
We have got the measuring wheel out. I'm going to go.
I think about the story structure of your video. Because if you're going to make these kinds of videos instead of a tutorial, tutorials are pretty straightforward. Tutorials say more, logically speaking, about this is going to happen after that. And if you think about it logically, then you will know, okay, this is the next step and this is what I'm going to incorporate in the video. And somehow when most creators start with a vlog, they don't think about the story. They think about, okay, a vlog, or in this case, it's just a list of facts, but a list of facts isn't interesting to watch. Oh yeah, let's see the screen, says Thor. Yeah, that may be handy. That may be handy. Picture in picture, please. Yes, it's coming here. I'm seeing YouTube, come on.
Building a backyard golf. This is the septic bed for the house, and I've had there. I don't have a rangefinder. It would be really smart to have a rangefinder here to see distance we have here.
Okay, what is that of value to viewers? Again, it's not about the creator that you don't have something. It could be an angle for a video, but generally speaking, so a way in the video talking about, oh, okay, I don't have that. Think about what is in it for viewers. For every single second of the video, you ask viewers a really special commitment, the time. You want them to spend the next 30 minutes with you. Make it worth their time. Think about what makes it interesting for viewers. Think about what helps viewers with their daily life. Is it an emotion? Is it something that they can learn? Is it a feeling that they get? That's still emotion. Those are generally the two things: emotion and information. But I'm not getting that out of this video. And I know this is next level stuff. This is next level stuff. So in this case, I would say make it either a tutorial or make it a more of a vlog style thing, but then think about storytelling, and that's really hard. That's really hard. And also think about what makes your titles and thumbnails stand out compared to all the other videos about making ponds. Because I saw a video about making a pond with I think 5 million views or so. And that was a pretty interesting thing because it had a goal also in the video, and the creator was building up towards that goal. But those can be really interesting videos. It can make really interesting videos. Okay, thank you for submitting the channel. I think a really interesting case study. I really do. Let's talk about the next one. Okay. John Adolfi. John.
Hello, everyone.
Apes, aliens, or Adam, exploring the origins of man. I think that's really clear. Explaining the origins of man. Okay, I see almost 100,000 subscribers. Well done, congrats with that. It took you over 300 videos to get this. But I'm seeing 700 views, 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 1,000 views, 1,000 views. Okay, what's going on? Something doesn't add up here. I'm really curious where you get your views from. Is that YouTube suggested and home? Or is it about YouTube search? Because if it's YouTube search, I can explain that. Because YouTube home and suggested is about returning viewers. More about returning viewers. And is that a problem here? Or is there a video that exploded? Not really. Yeah, 80,000 views, 90,000 views. That's good. Okay. Do you give viewers enough videos that they want to return to your channel? That they really struggle with, I need to know that. Ryan Hoelke says, thanks Dexxter, I appreciate the help. It's a long-term project, so I have to keep it fresh. Yeah, I can imagine. But can you have a goal in the video? Okay, it's about designing and it's about designing your landscape. But even if you do the little steps, is there a goal in the video, or can you communicate a hurdle that you have to overcome? For example, you talked about the septic problem, for example, because that gives viewers a reason to watch a video. And by the way, especially storytelling is something also that you have to learn, and that's really difficult. And every time, every single step, you're getting better and better. And that's also for thumbnails, by the way. And the reason how my thumbnail training came about is simply because I saw creators making the same mistakes over and over and over again, and I was so focused and so obsessed with why do some thumbnails work and some don't. So I dove into the thumbnails and looked at, okay, there is something that makes this clickable and that not. What is it? And I try to also recreate that in my own thumbnails. I try to recreate the reasons to click, and that's how I saw patterns emerge. And I saw patterns emerge in how thumbnails are set up, or the structure of a thumbnail, or that they always are about the pain points, fear, and motivators, for example. So that's why I created the course. And if you, you can, if you are interested in the course, I will show you a screen, because you can do the same thing. You can go on a hunt to look at why your thumbnails, how you can improve your thumbnails, and what makes those thumbnails clickable. But I've did all the dirty work for you. And I've really dove into, okay, but how can I do that step by step? How can I recreate those successes of those YouTube channels? And I know that there are some thumbnail courses out there, but I took it a step further. I took it a step further in the sense that I literally show you, I'm going first delving into the research, but I'm going to literally show you how I make thumbnails and how step by step, which steps you can take to make a thumbnail. And then I dive into my image processing software and literally show you how I make a thumbnail. So literally how I edit faces, for example. So I think if you're struggling with your thumbnails, if you have good thumbnails, then that's not for you. But if you struggle with getting the view, getting the click, and not knowing exactly, okay, what should I do with my thumbnails, then please check out the thumbnail course. I made it because I saw those patterns emerge, and I saw the creators making the same mistakes over and over and over again. And you don't have to. You can shave off 2-3 years learning what a good thumbnail should be, or you can take a look at the course. Okay, let's talk about, well, on the topic of thumbnails. When I look at the videos here, Journey to the 11 feet giant clams and the giant stone softening secrets of okay, that's a name. Okay, try to keep your titles and thumbnails as short as possible. I talked about that already, because you're talking about 2 topics. Generally speaking, that doesn't work very well. I would either talk about one topic or the other, or talk about one topic and only communicate one in the thumbnail. You did that here. But is this thumbnail, for example, I know your views, but is this thumbnail that viewers that are into history, let's say, that will appeal to them? Because the main focus is the text. And the text is not the thing that gets viewers' attention. It is those clamshells. Amazing pre-flood world. The mysterious and amazing antediluvian pre-flood world Zoom class. Okay, but is there something here when it comes to thumbnails or titles? What is the reason to click? Probably you think about the mysterious and amazing. Okay, but a lot of people can say that it is mysterious and amazing. When I take back the Austin Evans thumbnails, Austin Evans. Do you see that those videos are really clear to the point? That those are about one thing, and that it is communicated really clearly with a really short title? I wasted $900 on a transparent mystery tech. I've gone too far. And you want those kinds of titles. Something that viewers think, yes, I need to watch that. You don't give viewers enough reason to click here. The mystery, okay. What if you said something like, I'm not sure what the pre-flood world, what is amazing about that? Yeah, that's a good one. What is amazing about that? If you say that there were living creatures that were never discovered before, then that's a reason to click, because if you communicate that wasn't discovered before, so viewers are going to learn something new, viewers are always wanting to know something new, that's a reason to click, then it helps viewers to funnel into your video. Something new, something out of the ordinary, because there are so many videos that are alike on YouTube. So you need to communicate that uniqueness, and a lot of creators don't do that. And you have a leg up when you do that, because now it is a little bit of a gamble. You upload a video and it's a gamble. Hopefully it works, but a big chance that it won't, especially when you're a small channel. What I'm also seeing a little bit, there is a lot going on in your thumbnails. When I see, for example, here the Austin Evans thumbnails, it's him and the package, so it's really clear. There are 3 objects here, 3 objects: the price, what is it, the PlayStation, there are 3 objects here. There are one object, maybe the arrow, but those are the objects. This is an object, maybe the hand. Those are 3 objects. Object, object, object. Object, text, maybe another object. You see that those are really those are a really small amount of objects. Because when I look at your thumbnails, for example, Book of Enoch, there's a lot of text here. Again, viewers aren't interested in text. They come to YouTube to see something, because otherwise they would have grabbed a book or read a blog post, for example. They come to YouTube to see something. That's the expectation that viewers have. Clued mystery ball solved. Mystery. Okay, you repeat the title in the thumbnail. Try to avoid that, because if it's already in the title, you don't need it in the thumbnail. And the mystery solved. Okay, but what is it about that mystery? I'm thinking about a video by Diana Coven, physics girl, and her video was about stones that move. The mystery is the stones that move, but her title and thumbnail were about it took them 100 years to solve this mystery or something like that. Because that gives more of a reason to click on that video. What I would advise you to do is go to YouTube, watch a lot of YouTube videos, screenshot the titles and thumbnails of which you think I want to watch those videos, and after you've screenshotted them, because you're going to save them, think about what makes it clickable. Why do I want to click on those titles and thumbnails? Because it tells you a lot about what you think about why a video is clickable. That gives you some insights in why viewers want to click on or not click on your videos. Slime Planet says, merci. The goal is to try and turn an old gravel pit into a two-hole golf course. A guy who's never built a golf course before. Lol. Yeah, but that says Ryan Hoelke. Ryan, but still, if you want to return viewers, then it should be you should have one target audience. And the problem is when you build a golf course, not a lot of people that are into the people that are into golf courses are probably the people that are into golf, but those are probably not the people that are into fish as well. So if you build a fish pond and a golf course, there isn't much overlap in that audience. And if you want to do both, then do 2 channels, because you want to have one audience per channel, because that's the thing that works well. Bricketfy says, hi, I just stopped by for a few minutes. Has my channel been reviewed? No. There are a lot of reviews today. Yup, less is more and more is less. Oh, absolutely true. Because the impressions of a thumbnail are really quick, and you want to convince viewers as quickly as possible, this is a video that you need to watch. And a lot of people, that's also with text, too much text in it. Viewers have 20 thumbnails to look at. So you want to make their life as easy as possible. And that's the same thing for the intros. You want to communicate clear that you don't waste viewers' time. And if they have to put in time to understand your title or your thumbnail, viewers don't go through the hassle. Thank you for submitting the channel. But I do think it's a really fun channel, and I think that you have something here. You have something here. But I think you have to think a little bit further about what that is and how you want to communicate that to your viewers. Let's stick the Next one. Yes, for you, I have the Mind Mentor. You're Dutch, I can hear that. We're from the same country, and we have the same accent. Okay. Let me show the channel. Guides, tutorials, news about Minecraft. Okay. But what makes your channel unique compared to the 2 million channels out there on Minecraft? If you know that, can you communicate that in titles and thumbnails? If you don't know that, go and sit down and think about that, because especially there are so many channels on Minecraft. You have to give viewers a reason to watch your channel and communicate that reason in titles and thumbnails, and for example in your channel header. Okay, 10 amazing Christmas build hacks for your survival world. Easy build hacks. Okay. The problem is a little bit that you use the structure of a before and after thumbnail. So the first impression that people get is a before and after, but it is easy builds. I would approach this thumbnail in a different way, because a mismatch in expectation of the video compared to the title and thumbnail leads to viewers clicking away. So if viewers click on the thumbnail, didn't read the title, which a lot of people also do. And by the way, it is really handy to do the split-second test with your thumbnail. If you have a thumbnail, you made a thumbnail, and close your eyes for a second, open your eyes for a second and close them again. Can you yourself make out, purely based on the thumbnail, what this video is about? Because that's what viewers also see. They see 20 other videos on YouTube Home. And if you confuse them with a thumbnail that isn't what people expect, it's also really hard to return viewers because they feel they don't feel very well when you mislead them, because that's how viewers see it. You mislead them to click on a thumbnail. Okay, here, the bamboo house. I think this could be a really great thumbnail, but a bamboo house is how to build a bamboo house in Minecraft. Is that so special? I'm not into the Minecraft stuff, so I can't say for sure. So maybe I'm really saying stupid things. Because if it is really special, then yeah, you should communicate that. But you communicate bamboo house, which is also in your title. So that's a waste of space, which you could have used to give you a reason to click. Is it that you can build that bamboo house in 1 minute? Or what makes it so interesting? If purely the fact that it is a bamboo house is enough, then that's enough. But yeah, let me grab. I'm not saying that Austin Evans is the end all be all when it comes to thumbnails, but he does something right with his thumbnails. And I don't want to compare everything to Mr. Beast, because that's a really specific video where this is more the informational space. So I think this is more aligned with what you do, although it's about tech. I'm alone. It worked. The truth. Is there a thumbnail that fits it better. I bought the weirdest Wii controllers. Do you see the weirdest Wii controller? That there is an example of a weird Wii controller, and you see the Wii here, so viewers know it's about the Wii. And this is an example of a weird Wii controller. I'm not sure if the ball that you see over here is part of that. But is that something that you can reuse in your bamboo house? Really curious. Okay, my mentor. What I want to talk about was your video itself.
Growing crops is great if you want to have an easy food source in Minecraft. And besides food, it has a lot of other benefits in your survivor world. But how do you grow all these crops the most efficient way? And what can you use them for? In this video, I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know about growing and farming.
Okay. We talked about the intros. Also applies here. Don't name your intro, but here you're going to explain what is in the video. But hopefully your title and thumbnail was already your intro, so you don't need that intro. So this whole intro section...
So sit back and relax while you are about to become a Minecraft crop expert.
Okay, sit back and relax. That is not a value to viewers. Think about the perspective of the viewer. Why should they watch your video? And treat every second in the video as a really valuable second. The most... I see often happening that viewers, that creators have an intro, and then they say, let's dive right back, let's dive into it. What have you done all that time? So you have wasted viewers' time. Let's dive into it. That's the best sentence to say to viewers. Okay, guys, I've completely wasted your time. So I'm not worth watching. You're not worth watching this video. So please, click away. That's what you're basically saying with that one sentence. Try to avoid that. Because you're also saying, I could have dove right into it. I could have made your life much easier, but I didn't. I didn't want to. Okay. Think about your audience for this video. Because, okay, becoming a crop expert in Minecraft, but who is your target audience? Because when I hear you talk about really basic stuff. When I'm looking for a beginner tutorial, then this would be a good tutorial, but that's not really the vibe that I'm getting from title and thumbnail. And then, if it is more of an advanced audience that already knows Minecraft, I would go the other route and name something unique about the crops. 5 hacks that will... 5 hacks that will instantly improve your crops or your harvest or whatever, or get you 10 times more yield, something like that. That's stronger than how to become a crop expert. Wheat. Also, I would really strongly advise you to see if you can use your face in the video, because that's a reason for viewers to connect with you. A face in the video, with a face in the video, it's easier to gain trust with people, because you have already such a hard time to stand out on YouTube. You make your life much harder than it needs to be with a faceless channel. Yeah, there are a ton of channels that made it, but is that the majority of the channels? No. And especially gaming, and especially something really competitive like Minecraft, you need every advantage that you can get. So a little screen in the corner with you showing, for example, your face here in the corner, that might help. Or once in a while, have your face literally showing on screen might help. And have you done how to become a crop expert? How to mine crops in Minecraft. Okay, have you done research? Have you done your competition research? Because when I look at this channel, 400,000 views. Oh, whoops. Game Addict. Oh, that's a really small channel. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Zpixel. 2 million. Harvest your crops faster. Okay, do you see the harvest your crops faster is a unique angle? Fast and easy. Viewers are always into fast and easy. 2 million subscribers. That could be really hard to beat. 32 subscribers. Okay, so there's a good mix of new channels and 50,000, 10,000. Okay, there's a decent mix. But I'm seeing by looking. You might have a chance if you have a unique reason. You might have a chance because there are small channels in here. But for every video you make, think if you can stand out compared to the competition. Can you make a thumbnail that appeals more to viewers than the competition? Because then you have a reason to rank for this. Because how to mine crops is a really search term. That's not really a YouTube home or YouTube suggested videos, but the 5 hacks to instantly change your life, whatever, with crops, that's more of a YouTube suggested video. And by the way, the YouTube search videos, YouTube search is really easy to get views over time for a longer period of time, but that's generally speaking not the traffic source that will get you a lot of views. That is generally speaking YouTube home and suggested. But then your titles and thumbnails have to be really good, and your video idea has to be really good. Crop guide. Okay, let's take a look at what is your most popular video. 109,000 views. Congrats. That's really good. 3 ways to find a lot of iron in Minecraft. Easy. Yeah. The reason to click is easy. Yeah, I have to compliment you on this thumbnail because it tells the story of the video really clear. This is the end result. 7 reasons why the sniffer won mob vote. 30,000 views. Nice. 7 reasons why the sniffer won of 2022. Yeah. Mobford has a clear winner. The ultimate animal barn in Minecraft. Okay, but why is it the ultimate animal barn? If you can communicate why this is the ultimate animal barn, so the goal of the video, what do viewers get out of it? That maybe helps you to get some clicks. Let me take a look at the chat real quick. I actually really like what I'm seeing on the Mind Mentor. The reason I personally wouldn't watch this regularly and I watch a lot of MC content is because he doesn't post regularly. Yeah, regularly is a reason indeed. But I'm really curious as to why you would want to watch a video or wouldn't want to watch a video. And don't get me wrong, when you're starting out, those titles and thumbnails aren't bad. But now we have to get to the next level. And your competition is really strong. So what can we do to do that? People don't go down so much on search, I think. Only being in top 5 or top. Oh yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah. I was looking down the search results. Absolutely. Viewers are lazy, and if they're searching for the crop thing that I searched earlier for, they don't go the list that far. It's the first result, maybe the second, maybe the third. But viewers are lazy. They're going to click on the first video, and the only way the only reason that you can rank number 1 and outrank even the big channels is by having really good titles and thumbnails. And again, that gets us back to the video idea. So there needs to be something really unique that you can offer when it comes to the crops. And if you can't think of that unique reason, leave the idea on the shelf. And don't go ahead with making the video until you know that, until you have a good title and thumbnail and know how you can get the views. Don't make videos for the sake of making videos. It's a waste of time. And again, we talked about the one killer video. The one killer video has the one killer idea. And if you haven't thought about that killer idea and just make the videos for the sake of making videos, it's just a waste of time. And I had to learn this the hard way. So please take it to heart. It's so frustrating by putting in so much time and effort, and there's nothing coming back from that. And you grind and grind and grind and grind only to make videos. But I've learned, especially over the last year, that if the video idea isn't good, the title isn't good, the thumbnail isn't good, it's literally not worth making the video. So I only make videos that I'm strongly believer of, that there is reason to click. And I would definitely look at some of your competition, and especially in your niche, what attracts people. So if I have another Minecraft channel of your competition, what is it that viewers like so much about your competition that they click on that video? And if there is a consistent trend, can you spot a consistent trend with that? Because that can help you. Just to get out of the rut of making your own videos and the same videos over and over and over again, and hope that eventually throw something at the wall and hopefully that something will stick. That's generally not a really good strategy. And yeah, there are happy accidents, true, that will happen, but that won't happen for 99% of YouTube creators. Sir Bear says, for me, there's only 2 reasons. I like the person, I like the game. Or I like the game. Yeah. But again, you like the person. So that's a reason for you to subscribe to your channel. Or not. And if you can exploit that personal aspect, then that makes it easier to stand out, and especially in the gaming space, which is already so competitive. Let's take a look at the next one. Let me take a look at the live streaming. Yeah, okay, everything is still all right. Wookie. Let's take a look at the next one. Okay, abundant facts. Abundant facts. There is a little bit of a problem with that. Let me look at your abundant facts. Fun and interesting trivia facts. Okay. That was your description that you gave me on my website. Okay. But what I said earlier in the stream is what is interesting to you is not always interesting to other people. I know I have a very broad range of interests, I'm into YouTube, I'm into retro video gaming, I'm into dancing, I'm into so much stuff. But when I put that everything, I'm into computer programming, tech, but when I put that all on the same channel, how can I return viewers? Because how many people on the planet are into ballroom dancing, Latin dancing, into salsa, into tech, into computer programming with that specific programming language? How many people are there? That's a really small audience. So interesting facts is only interesting for a really small group of people. That makes it really hard for viewers to subscribe to your channel, because what's your channel about? What are they subscribing to? Fun and interesting facts. Yeah, but if you make a video tomorrow that isn't fun or interesting, viewers won't click on that video. And I talked about the formula, making people click, making people watch, and making viewers return. How can you return viewers that way? I see you have one video on your channel. Embrace the ridiculous, kick ass and laugh while doing it. It's okay. But when I compare that to this speech by Arnold Schwarzenegger broke the internet. Do you see that there's a difference there? Yours is a statement, embrace the ridiculous, kick ass and laugh while doing it. The other thing that I have a little bit of a problem with is it's a stock photo. It's so obviously a stock photo that it has to be a scam. Okay. And I get only stock footage. Or at least stolen footage. Oh, okay, I'm not going even further. It's all stolen footage. So also here, I don't see a face. I can't connect with the creator. That's really hard. So why do you have 60 subscribers, 108 videos? That's a lot of videos for 60 subscribers. Discover the world of fascinating facts and trivia on our interactive YouTube channel. An interactive YouTube channel. What's an interactive YouTube channel? Join us for an exciting journey filled with fun quizzes and engaging content that will keep you entertained and informed. Subscribe now to be part of the adventure. I get when you create that you think it's fun and it's an entertaining adventure. But what's in it for the viewer? Viewers don't care about your adventure. Yeah, when you have 1 million subscribers, maybe, yeah. But in this case, not. You got your views via your subscribers via your shorts. With shorts, you don't have the click. In other words, viewers are thrown into your content. They don't make the deliberate decision to join your videos. They're getting into it because they get suggested it. So they have no real control over if it's interesting. Generally speaking, more broader channels for shorts works generally speaking better than, let's say, a channel about doing YouTube. Simply because there's only a small portion of the people that are on YouTube that are interested in doing YouTube or computer programming. So that's a really small niche. And generally speaking, this is much broader. So broader works very well for shorts. Shorts is all about entertainment. So can you make viewers watch till the end? Again, and even more so than with long form content, it's about making viewers watch until the end. So how do you do that? Okay, that's an annoying thing about shorts, that you can't read. Okay. The first thing. Okay, I see a really good comment. Sir Bear says it looks like a cash cow channel to me. To me also. For those who don't know what a cash cow channel is, cash cow channel is a channel that you basically go and grab the content from somewhere else and you put it on YouTube. You hire a thumbnail designer via Fiverr. You hire a editor via Fiverr. So you try to outsource everything on YouTube. That can work. There are channels that are really good at that, but generally speaking, because there's no connection with the creator, it can be very hard. And there are, and it's called cash cow because the idea is that you get your earnings via ads, of which you can pay your video editor, your thumbnail maker, etc., etc., etc. But those channels are really anonymous. Why do you want to watch those videos? And to be honest, there's not a lot of reason, because that video editor doesn't care. He only cares because he gets paid, but he doesn't care about the content. Same for the thumbnail maker. You, as a creator, have to think about what makes it clickable. For example, when I hired a couple of thumbnail makers for some of my videos, just to try it out and see how that works, but the general overall quality of those thumbnail makers is so ridiculously bad. And they don't do anything for you in terms of clickability. They are the ones that have to concern themselves with the technical aspect, but they're not the ones that get you to click. Because you as a creator have to think about what makes it clickable. Thanks for reviewing my channel. The Mind Mentor says the Mind Mentor. Yeah, you're welcome. Posting regularly is indeed what you have to do more, I think. Yeah, but posting regularly, don't confuse that with I need to have more content. If you can't stick to a schedule of, let's say, uploading once a week, do it once every 2 weeks or once a month. But try to be more consistent with that. What I did, by the way, I probably haven't made any content for the last 4 months or so. YouTube content, at least. I've worked on my viral strategy training and the thumbnail training. But what I did is I made some content beforehand already. I had some content laying on the shelf. And I put that out on the moments that I had no time to concern myself with making content, just to have some regularity when it comes to uploading content. So if you know that you don't have enough time to upload once a week, then make sure that you have already some content made and some content already on the shelf. Yeah, man, might be even worth tackling some similar games to Minecraft, like Roblox or Creativerse, while you build an audience for Minecraft. Really good point. Not to mention, look into Hightail. I mentioned that there should be a biggest thing on radar for your niche. I think that's a really good point, because if you focus on one game, then you develop an audience for that one game. The problem is when the popularity of that game goes down, also will the popularity of your YouTube channel. I know Roblox and Minecraft, those are things that have been pretty stable, but it helps to have some more variety when it comes to games. So viewers are coming in for you and not only for the game. Because if you build a whole business around your YouTube channel and the popularity goes down, so will your business. So I really think that that's a good idea. Back to the channel review. Okay, we talked about Audience retention. Audience retention. Okay. Viewers are scrolling on their phone. What is the first thing that they see when they get into your short? They see recent sightings. The upper part wasn't here yet. They see recent sightings and they see an animal. Okay, what is this video about? And for YouTube Shorts, viewers aren't going to read the title because it's a scroll. They're in a scrolling mindset. They're in the train or bus stop or on the school, in school, and they're swiping. So the first thing they see needs to be interesting visually, but preferably not even with text. If you would have said, for example, you have the, I'm not sure, this is a kind of cat or dog. If you would have made, for example, an arrow and said extinct, how do you, extinct? Yeah, extinct, and here is the dog. This is my, this is dog. This is a dog. Then, and that's the first thing that viewers see. Okay, that's interesting. So you have to grab them in those first few seconds. Otherwise, viewers will scroll away. And watch time is the only thing you have. Watch time is literally the only thing you have to keep viewers in the video, because viewers don't make a deliberate decision to watch your video. They get your video suggested. Okay, sloth. Okay, here also creepy animal babies. Again, I see creepy, but my image doesn't confirm creepy. If I see the first thing I'd see is a creepy animal, then that gives me an idea. Oh, okay, this is what I'm going to see in the video. I talked earlier about a hook. Shorts have to have a hook. Shorts have to tease something to viewers. Okay, this is what you're going to see, and this is why you should stick around and watch the whole, the whole thing. Shorts. Also know that the rhythm of shorts is different. The rhythm of shorts is telling a story really quick, a joke, something. It's really fast, it's flashy, and it doesn't lend themselves very well for, let's say, a tutorial or so. Because viewers are not in the mindset of seeing a tutorial, they are in an entertainment mindset. Okay, thank you for submitting the channel. Let's take a look at the next one. Where is it? Where is it? Design with Cracka. I hope I pronounce your name right. Oh. Okay, design with Cracka. Cracka courses, tutorials, resources for the web community. Okay, really clear what your channel is about.
Breakdance 1.3 Alpha 1 is here, and this one is gonna knock your socks off. Trust me on this. Breakdance 1.3 is a major release.
Okay, I see an intro here. That's your first video that you show. Can you show, if you say, okay, this one is going to knock your socks off. Okay, why? If you say that this is interesting because now we have this feature, and this feature, okay, you're bringing people straight into the content of your video. You don't waste viewers' time. And especially this is a video of half an hour, and not a lot of people will watch a video that is half an hour long. Okay, I challenged a CSS boss. Okay, I think that idea is pretty good, but can you make that stronger? I challenged a CSS boss. how I beat Web Dev Simplified. I would mention the name Web Dev Simplified simply because you might show up in suggested for Web Dev Simplified, and if he has done a video on a CSS battle, okay. I changed the CSS battle. Yeah, from the perspective of YouTube suggested and taking parts of the title, I think he did a really good job. But also here, chapters might help your video, but you're going to explain, okay.
And I thought I should weigh in on it. I should just participate. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do this battle alongside with him. Then I'm going to check how I compare. So the rule is complete a task in a specific time.
Okay. In this case, we talked about intros. You need to talk about the rules of the game a little bit. Otherwise, viewers don't know what they're looking at. So that there is some kind of an intro here is a good thing, because otherwise we can't follow along. But it is quite lengthy.
Yeah, fun video, you know, it's just for fun, all right? So the battle that they are doing is battle 22. And then what they are doing is this, and...
Okay, try to get to the point much quicker, because viewers aren't that patient. Viewers the value of the video is the CSS battle. So preferably be in the battle in 10 seconds.
To do that, so I'm gonna just display body. So let's start, okay? So
let's start. Okay. Let's start. That's the same thing as saying, what did I say earlier? Let's get right into it. Okay, let's start. In other words, you've wasted viewers' time.
So for all of them, I found that starting like this, place item center, is always the best way, because what these people do is that they put everything at the center of the page to make it easy. So my height, so let's use... Okay,
what you do and that you explain things is really good. Because I know a little bit CSS, but I don't know everything. So when you talk about things, and what's what I like about Web Dev Simplified also, is because he tells me some things that I'm not aware of. He takes me step by step through the process, and that's story structure. So there is a reason to watch until the end. And if the golden nuggets keep coming, then that's interesting to watch.
I think it will still be the same results. Yeah, because the 100 VW gives you that peel shape. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is to have this. So I'm looking at two shapes inside here.
Okay, what I really like about this also is because you see a before and after. You really see, okay, I'm doing this in code, and this is the end result of that. Reacting to the chat here, my viewers have actually been saying that they don't like shorts because they get notified in the subscription box for them. Would really hope YouTube changes that in the future. Well, YouTube did change a lot about shorts over the last year, because it was really the case that shorts hurt a long form YouTube channel, and that's still it's less the case, but it still applies. The problem is that shorts attract a certain kind of audience, and you want that audience to be valuable to you for your long form content, because only then it is of value to your YouTube channel. Because making money with shorts is nearly impossible. Enough money with shorts, let's say it that way. Making money with YouTube ads for long form content is already hard enough, but shorts is even harder. So make sure that shorts are an extension of your long form content. So if they subscribe to your channel, that they get to see more of that on your channel, but in a long form. I'm thinking of a channel, Zach King. He does magic tricks. And what he does, his shorts are one magic trick, but his long form content are different magic tricks. He does 3 or 4 magic tricks himself, and the rest of his 10-minute video or 5-minute video is other people sending in also magic tricks. In other words, what they see in a short form content, they also see in the long form content, but in a longer form. So the kind of audience is the same, the kind of content is the same, so viewers know what they're getting into when they subscribe to a YouTube channel. So they're probably into the short form content, then they are, if they're in the short form content, they're also in the long form content, and only then it benefits your YouTube channel. Surbear says, I had the same problem. You can turn off the notification for your subscription feed in the settings when you publish a short, so they don't get annoyed. That's a really valid point. I also do that, for example, for my search videos. Recently, I released, what was it? 10 search videos or so. Those are purely targeted to YouTube search. Really simple tutorials on how to change your profile picture on YouTube or something. I know that my audience isn't interested in that. They are interested in how they can grow a YouTube channel, how to get more views, for example. I know that. I did my audience research. But the reason why I release those videos, because I know those search videos, there isn't a lot of competition, but search videos get me views over time for the next 5 years, and especially when there's not a lot of competition. So that's why I did that. But generally speaking, again, YouTube search is not where the big views are, but just to have some, because I noticed that some of my search videos were going down. So I needed to have some fuel to the search algorithm. So that's why I released those videos. Indeed, and for those videos, I switched off the notifications also. I deleted all my shorts, says good old Total War. When you delete long form videos, it hurts your channel, but deleting them didn't affect normal videos. Now, it doesn't have to hurt your channel. It depends a little bit. If you get views on videos that you're not making for that audience, not making videos for. Let's say I have a video that does very well on cars, and my channel is about planes. So I want to attract an audience that is into planes. But when I have a video that continuously drives views on my car videos, then viewers are going to subscribe because of the car videos, but I don't want to, because the channel is actually about planes. Oh, my DJ channel is a perfect example of that. I still get views on videos about DJing, but DJing and music production are two completely different things. It's completely different audiences. So getting views on my DJ videos will hurt the channel because it's about music production. Those are two different audiences. And in that case, I would say, yeah, delete those videos that aren't for your target audience. So in this case, I should delete my DJ videos. In my case, I won't do that because those videos still get me a lot of views and therefore ad revenue. And I have no desire to pick up my DJ channel again. Sir Bear says, if I watch shorts is because I'm somewhere and I have time to spare, but I watch through the short shelf, not the subscriptions feed. Yeah, that's a valid point. You get suggested, you get thrown into the YouTube shorts, and it's just to kill some time, and it needs to be fast and that sort of thing. It's just to kill time. It's just a fun little snack. And that's the rhythm that the video should be in also. Okay, let's go back to the video. Yeah, I think when it comes, there's really good value in your video.
50%. That will be working. Okay.
Okay, I would like to see more of the challenge itself. Is there more you can do with challenging the creator or trying to get ahead of the other creator, Web Dev Simplified? Because if you can show, for example, a little screen of what they're doing at that point in time, for example, it gives the battle more juice, and it gives the stake is much higher. So that is a reason for viewers to keep watching your video.
It's exciting, and the pressure is always there when you are running against time. Normally, if you have time to think, probably do beta.
Okay. I would try to see if you can beat him. Because if you can beat WebDev Simplified, which is a really authoritative source, when you can beat WebDev Simplified with your video, in this case you can't, then it is something that viewers want to see. It is something that viewers want to watch, and probably the fans of WebDev Simplified want to see how you did it. That's a reason to click, and that's why it's so important to think about your angle of the video before you make the video, because this video is 10 times more interesting when you've beat the authority on the topic. I made a video on Catherine Manning, and that video is interesting because it doesn't talk about how good she is. It talks about the things she can improve. And some viewers don't like that, but it gives an angle to the video. It gives a reason for views, because it is picked up by YouTube search also. Viewers that search for Catherine Manning are clicking on the video because they're fans of her and want to see what she's doing, what she can do better with her channel. Okay, let's take a look at your thumbnails for a bit. Also here I see top 10 bricks builder. It's a WordPress tutorial. Okay, if that is the case, if you're talking about software, always show a preview of that software, like here, for example, because viewers want to know what they're getting into, but this doesn't scream software to me. I have to read the title for that to actually get what this video is about. And if I'm into web development and I see this thumbnail on YouTube Home and I see a magic hat, what do I think? And I haven't read this, or I don't know the bricks. Would I know, based on purely on the magic hat and the wand, would I know what this video is about? I don't think so. So you've already lost a click because it's visually not appeals. It doesn't appeal to your target audience visually. Nevertheless, 2,500 views. I think those views come from YouTube search because people search for that, and not because of YouTube Home, because YouTube Home is all about the visual stuff. Create this layout and breakdowns. Also, trying to see if you can improve your titles and thumbnails. I'm going to go to my website. Titles and thumbnails. Click on tools. There is the video title generator here. When you would want to make a top 10 tips and bricks builder. Let's take the topic bricks builder. Bricks builder. You type in the topic. Forgive my typo here. It gives you ideas for videos and also angles for a video. How to learn bricks builder in less than 30 minutes. Okay. That's not the angle of the video, but it could be a really interesting tutorial. If it normally takes you, let's say 8 years to master, and you can now do it in 30 minutes, that's a really strong reason to click. Bricks builder on bricks builders. Where's anything? 8 things. Okay, 8 things you didn't know about bricks builder. That's a really strong YouTube suggested and YouTube Home title. And it does basically the thing that you want to do. What was it? Top 10 tips. Yeah. But if you know that's your angle, that you have to have something unique, that uniqueness, the 8 things that you don't know, have the 8 things that are unique. Have the 8 things that most viewers don't know. That changes the angle of the video. but also probably changes the thumbnail and changes it to something that viewers really want to see. My C Prince makes a really good point. He says there's a lot of words in the thumbnails. That's absolutely true. Viewers don't take the time to read thumbnails. It's literally when I'm going to YouTube. And I have zoomed in my screen a lot, but this is what people see. There are 20 thumbnails here, if it's not more. So they're going, oh, you don't see that. When I go to YouTube Home, there are 20 thumbnails here. And so they're going to scan, and viewers generally scan in a Z pattern. So they're going to scan. And what is the thing that is visually interesting? When I'm purely looking at this, at these thumbnails here, I would say here, because of the color. I would say here. I'm just looking at the corner of my eye, and maybe this one here. Okay, I think there's too much text in it. I'm not going to bother to read that text. Maybe I meant to not. Now I'm going to dive a little bit deeper. Okay, this one. Also here, there's too much text, but the Nintendo thing, that's the thing. I'm into retro video games. I'm into gaming. I'm into Nintendo. Okay, the Nintendo logo appeals to me because I'm into Nintendo. So that's the thing that appeals to me. This one is a little bit difficult. I'm now seeing it, but the problem is I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Luckily, the title explains a bit, but purely on the first glance, I'm not sure what I'm looking at. This helps. So what I would have done in this case, I think I would have blown up this lower part. This lower part of the thumbnail. So you can really see it's about Minecraft. Or maybe, I don't know what this is, but maybe it could be more in the thumbnail itself, because then you can better see it's about Minecraft. But here, more info. CSS only directive aware button. Oh, it's a button. Okay. But do you see that confused me a bit? Illegal drone. Also here, it's a really simple thumbnail, 3 objects, and there isn't much text in it. But the 8 gigabytes per second, that's the reason to click. Because okay, what's 80 gigabytes a second? And the title explains further. Because when I'm interested, okay, then I'm going to invest time to read the title. First image. Okay, I'm Sarah. Okay. We talked about software. This is probably a recognizable part of software, or at least can we manipulate ticket prices. And you see a close-up of software. Because if I see an overview of software, I'm not sure what I'm looking at. There's so much going on, and this is how you can simplify a thumbnail when it comes to software. So in that case, I have to compliment the creator for the button thing, because it is zoomed in and it is about the button. But the problem is, in this case, it's not really clear immediately that it is a button. And what I would have done is ditch these two and move that to the middle of the thumbnail. And maybe have an arrow and says it's a button in the thumbnail. And then the text here adds something to what is already there. Okay. So indeed, yeah, a lot of words in the thumbnails. Try to avoid that. The best thumbnails don't have any text in them at all. And if you use text, try to see if you can make it shorter. Try to see if you can abbreviate it to something much simpler, and use the space in your thumbnails, because it's valuable space in those thumbnails, to give viewers an extra reason to click. Also here you use your face constantly. Here. I would paste your face big in the thumbnail, because when I'm scanning on YouTube, faces attract people. Emotions help also with getting the view, and if something is amazing or new or so, also that helps to get a click. But close-up of faces also works really well. How to make a content switcher? Oh, okay. I see a lot of how-to videos. First look at Bricks Menu Builder. Okay, I would call this something like it's amazing. Look at what this brick builder can do. Make it more clickable, This amazing new feature will change your life, something like that. I like here that those are close-up screenshots. Too much words, I would say. This doesn't come across. I get that you have to do something with giving an example, but if you would, I would make it, make sure that people see it's a web page, because now I don't see it's a web page. Communicate clearly what the video is about. So in this case, I would have shown a web browser within that the web page. So viewers know, okay, it's a web page. Okay, thank you for submitting the channel. Keep making videos. It's a search-based channel, so please also do your keyword research. That can help you. But that's what I wanted to say about the how-to videos. Try to see if you can expand those how-to videos. Make it how-to videos 2.0. Get that unique thing. The 5 hacks that nobody knows about, or this will change your life. Go that route, because that's where the views are. Thank you for submitting the channel. Let me go and take a look at the next one. I see that a lot of you. Are there people here in the chat that I can review their channel live? Oh, we we have a lot of submissions. Other people here in this chat that I can review their channel of. I saw Thor Anthonson. I saw you in the chat. Thor. Okay, Thor, what did you say as a subscription? ATV, how to maintain ATV, and some cinematic videos on trail riding. Okay. It's clearly on ATVs. What are ATVs? It's a motor vehicle. Breaking news, warning, light fix, breaking news. Okay, I like that you try to do something with emotion, because emotion works very well. Breaking news, warning, light fix, warning light. A warning light fix. Oh, okay. Break. Okay, can you make that visually clear? Because YouTube is a visual platform. Viewers like to see something, not to read something. Can you, if you would make the thumbnail with your face, let's say this is your thumbnail, and you have your face here, and these are your arms, and you have the arms here. You probably have, this is supposed to be an ATV, and you can make an arrow, and you say warning. That is a reason to click. And that you say, uncovering the mystery behind the Segway snarler's brake light warning. Uncovering the mystery. I talked about uncovering the mystery. I see that you try to do something here with a mystery and you're going to try to solve that. But you have to tease something. Is there something in it for viewers? Can you make viewers care about what's the problem with that warning light? Segway warning. Light warning. It's not a bike warning. Or maybe fix it if viewers are coming for information on that. Because now I don't get visual clues, and viewers are attracted to those visual clues. I see in the chat, Wortex says, me, Pro Snake Gaming Channel. Yes, please let me know what your channel name is, if it's different than your channel name here on the screen in the chat, because otherwise I don't know. I can take a look at your channel in a minute. Okay, brake service, segways, differential gear oil. Okay, I also here you do what a lot of creators do is you want text in your thumbnail. Why do you want text in your thumbnail? It doesn't add anything, because especially differential gear oil might be a bit. Oh, there's a. Oh, okay. Okay, this doesn't stand out. Make it so objects are really clear and stand out. Because it took me a while to figure out that, because there was not a lot of contrast, that this motor oil box was in front of this, probably the differential gear. And try to ditch the text, and especially when it's also here. Gearbox oil change. Okay, but why should viewers watch that video? What makes it unique? I started this channel, this live stream, with what makes your content unique, what makes your value unique, because it's just a how-to on, okay, how to change the oil. Okay, but why should I watch that video? If I see 3 or 10 videos on the same topic on how to change my oil, why would I click on this video? Because if you don't communicate that, viewers don't know why they should click on your video. And that's a recipe for not a lot of views. I said 3 things. What makes your content unique? Your value unique? Is there something that you can offer? Is it the way you bring it in a really a special way? I talked with a client this week about how do I say that in a way that I don't give away who the client is, about she buys houses and refurnishes them, she buys fixer-uppers. And that's such a unique reason. That's such a unique way of making content that not a lot of people can do. In other words, that's the reason to watch those videos, because she can give value in a way that nobody else can. Because every time she has a new project. So for every project, she can make a video about it. And for every project, there is something to watch. And also there's a story there from beginning to end, because it begins with buying the house, then fixing it up, and eventually selling it. That's a story arc in the video. That's a reason for viewers to watch until the end. And it's interesting for viewers that are interested in doing decoration stuff, for example. But also can be interesting, depends a little bit on the angle that she wants to go, or more the angle of, okay, how to flip houses. But not a lot of people have the ability to do that. And that's a unique angle, and that's a unique angle that she can give over the competition. So I'm really excited to work with her, because I know that can be a kick-ass project. And that's a content mode. Add something to have something that your competition can't touch. Have a content mode. A content mode in the sense of having the piece of water around the castle, so you can keep the competition away. Okay. Let's take a look at your most viewed videos, because that gives me a little bit of an hopefully insight in what happens. YouTube gets me on fire. Segue. Oh, okay. Do you see that this is about the creator, not about the viewer? You don't put the viewer first. YouTube gets me on fire. If the video, I'm not sure, and I'm not sure, what is this video about? YouTube gets me on fire, and I see an ATV. But what do I get when I click on this video? YouTube gets me on fire. I've literally 1 minute in, no idea what I'm watching. What is the goal of the video? Where are you going with this video? So that the video did so well, I'm really surprised by that. Oh, okay. Yeah. I have no idea why this shot is in the video. Because it doesn't add anything. You only ask for a subscribe. Again, I have no idea what I'm watching yet. And you ask me to subscribe. In other words, what kind of subscribers do you get when they don't know what they're watching yet? And if you haven't given anything of value that viewers... so viewers don't know what they are subscribing to. Okay, I can see that this is interesting for viewers. Okay, YouTube gets me on fire. Oh, is it about the story that you watch YouTube and that you want to ride an ATV? Okay, but why would viewers want to watch that? Because it's about you and it's not about them. At least in a how-to video, it's about the viewer, because you help them to achieve a goal of how to get to the end result of, for example, fixing a tire or how to change the oil. Horology Biology says, oh, you submitted your channel yesterday. Yeah, I will take a look at some of your channels in a minute. I guess the reason why this video did so well is because there is enough here for viewers that they like to see you write on ATVs. In other words, I really like to see your audience retention graph. Because I think that this will tell the same thing as that I said. And I think that viewers are really interested in these parts that you... And I don't think that they're really interested in... Oh no, that's a trail footage. Oh, okay. Oh no, I do think that viewers are interested in that. Okay, but I know I said that viewers aren't interested in fancy drone shots, but in this case, you really struggle with your compression here and your rolling shutter. Because it's literally trail footage. In other words, it's so important for what you try to do with this video. Oof. Okay, I think the appeal is in the fact that you ride your ATV. So what I would do if I would advise you to do something is first make clear what your video is about, because I'm now not knowing what I'm getting into, but pick out the things about the ATV. So purely the footage of you riding the bike and doing the spinning wheel thingy. Because that's what viewers are interested in, because they are into ATVs. Okay, thank you for submitting your channel, and let's take a look at some of the ones in the chat. Horology Biology, I've seen you commenting, I believe, sometime on my videos, so I'm going to take a look at your channel. Horology Biology. Horology Biology. Okay. Morgan Freeman. Vintage watch restoration and more. Super fresh watch content. What do you mean with that? Super fresh watch content. Do you mean that there is new content every week or so? Then it might help to communicate that you upload a video once a week, for example. Vintage watch restoration. The problem with vintage watch restorations and more is that I don't know what the and more part is. And sure, there can be some videos off topic, but does that classify your videos as and more? Also, I know this is a famous actor, Morgan Freeman, but I'm suspecting that I'm going to see Morgan Freeman, and that's not the case. At least I think so. Or are you Morgan Freeman? I don't think so. So there's a little bit of a mismatch here. So can you do... Can you just show a watch restoration at work? So you see a screenshot of a watch restoration? Because there's nothing that says visually better than it's about watch restoration if you see a watch restoration. Vintage watch restoration and more. Then you probably don't even have to have your title here, vintage watch restoration. Under 1500, top 5 vintage chronograph watches under $500. Upgrade your wrist game. Okay, the reason to click. Under $1,500. Also here, the video idea. What makes it so unique that viewers need to watch that video? Horology Biology says, it's a slogan I use a lot in my videos. What's the slogan? Vintage watch reparations and more? Super fresh watch content. It's a joke. Is the super fresh watch content a joke? Okay, jokes in titles, thumbnails don't work. If that's a catchphrase, for example, make sure it's a joke, because now I think it's a spelling mistake, and I'm not even I'm not even an English native speaker, but I see it's a spelling mistake. Super fresh, super nice, says Horology Biology. Purely from the perspective of a first-time viewer, it confuses me. Because it's an inside joke, and you have to have watched some videos to get the inside joke. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that in your videos itself, because if that is something that your viewers, that is recognizable, I mean, that's your unique, that is one of the fun things about your YouTube videos. Keep it in the videos, but I'm not getting the reference as a first-time viewer, and that channel header that is so important for that first time, that first impression. Because viewers don't know why they should subscribe. Can you communicate that in your channel header? Why they should subscribe? I'm not saying subscribe, but if they're, do you do it in 5 minutes, or are you a really famous celebrity in the watches world, or No, you're totally right. Never thought about it like that. Yeah, that's a funny thing, because when you're in it yourself, you don't see those kinds of things, and it has to be an outsider that points you to things, and that's the same for me. When I make my own content, I don't see my own mistakes. Maybe in a year or so, or in 3 months or so, but I don't see my own mistakes, and it's only way later, or someone has to say it. Hey, have you thought about that? So that's not that's really normal that you don't think about that, but that's why we do these channel reviews. Okay, let's.
Nice price. Let's see exactly what you can get.
Okay.
Super fresh, super nice, HB goodness.
Oh, Morgan Freeman says that. Okay. We talked about the intro. Let's talk about the channel bumper, the video bumper. There are not a lot of channels that do video bumpers anymore. Because also video bumpers, it's not of value to viewers. It looks nice, and a lot of creators think that you need to have a what did I say? A channel bumper, video bumper. But it only takes a lot of time away from viewers. And if you've seen, because you want to return viewers, if viewers know your channel, they have seen that intro so many times already, they're not interested, and probably your most loyal viewers are going to skip in your video, and you don't want that. Andy Gray says, I'm curious to know why you don't plan to relaunch your DJ channel when it was and is still doing very well. Yeah, the problem is views-wise, and for my own ego-wise, it's the better choice to continue with my DJ channel. If I want 500,000 million views on my YouTube videos, I continue my DJ channel. The problem is I'm not DJing. It was fun for a while. I did it for 5 years, and now for the last 3 years, it doesn't attract me anymore. And that's the creative part about things. Once you've done it, it's not fun anymore. And I know how to get the views on that channel, and so the challenge is gone. And it needs to be fresh. It needs to be fresh every single time. And right now, there's more challenge in the YouTube advice niche, simply because it's so ridiculously competitive. That there is much more excitement when something does happen, and when I can blow up a channel with just 6 videos, that's the fun. And that doesn't happen on my DJ channel anymore. But purely because of that, I want to have the subscribers and the views. I could have passed 100,000 subscribers easily on that channel right now. But it has to be fun. And right now, the DJing isn't fun anymore.
Welcome to Horology Biology. If you're new here, I'm super happy that you're here. If you enjoy the
Okay, we talked about giving value. You haven't given viewers value yet, so they aren't able to judge for themselves why they should subscribe. Because if you've given some value, they know, okay, this is what I'm going to get out of this channel. So, okay, that's a reason to subscribe. I like this channel. Okay, but do that over 50% in the video. Okay.
5 on my list. Now for number 5, I have gone and chosen the Tissot PR516 chronograph watch. This is a watch from the 1970s, and it is in a racing formula, one you don't want to miss. It's super nice. Now the Tissot PR516 chronograph has a caliber 873 inside.
Yeah.
Lamania 1873. What? I said it's Lamania 1873.
Okay.
61. Keep. The PR516 has the 873 inside. 36mm watch excluding the crown.
Okay, by the way, the top 5s, etc. work always really well, top 10s, etc. Simply because we talked about story structure. Viewers know, okay, top 5, I know I'm going to get 5 watches. I know when I'm clicking on this video, I'm going to see 5 topics in the video, starting with number 5. And viewers always want to see number 1, so they are going to stay around for number 1. That's the idea behind it. That's why there are so many top 10 channels on YouTube, for example.
Indices are really nice with that tritium loom, and of course you got that nice color contrast with the handset as well. Also adding a little bit of touch of blue to the dial as well makes it really nice and special.
Chronograph watches. Is this... I'm missing a little bit the why, the top 5 about why. Why should viewers watch the vintage Tissot chronograph watches? Is it because it will change their lives? Is it because it makes their lives easier? Is it because they want to buy them?
Been talking about, and fully corrected as well by my cloned peers. Now these watches are definitely available for within the $1,500 mark. I've seen them online for around these prices, and it's definitely something that you could use within your collection. Now the 4th watch on my list. This is the Tissot Seastar Navigator.
What are you? Are you a restorer for watches? I mean professionally, because then you can go the angle of restaurateur reveals the 5 Tissot chronograph watches you should buy now or are a great investment or something like that, because that gives a reason to watch a video. I'm not saying it's bad, but I want to have a little bit of oomph for viewers to watch it. And by the way, the video title generator can help you with that. It's on my website. I like the fact that you do B-roll over that. That's really good. I would try to see if, but look at your audience retention graphs. Do people rewind, for example, on the B-roll, or
I picked up a few of these from
because I talked with a client about we saw big dips when his face was showing on camera. So what we did is we shortened the clips where he showed his face and had more B-roll over it. So viewers still know, okay, there's a real creator here. It's not an AI generated video. So that's the other reason why you want to show your face always in a video. There's a real person here, and especially when you go the route of restaurateur or something you do professionally, you know what you're talking about. Try to see if that is also here the case, because that makes it easier for you to make decisions based on what your audience really thinks about your YouTube videos.
It hung up too much in regards to it being 36mm vintage chronos, that they added some nice little touches of color contrast to all that.
But overall, really good.
If you subscribe, of course, you're going to find out.
Okay.
You should definitely add to your collection. So there we have it, guys.
Okay, it's about collecting. Okay. Is that something a route you can go with collecting the watches? Top 5 vintage collections watches that you have to add in your collection, and that you say why they have to add it, have to have it in their collection. Okay, Horology Biology. I'm a watchmaker. Oh, communicate that. You professionally know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about because you're a professional. That's what I mean. I split my channel into two sections. One is restoration videos, and the other is reviews of watches and things within the watch community. Okay. It depends a little bit if that works or not, because it depends a little bit on your audience. It can work well on the same channel if it attracts the same audience. Then it's not a problem to have those two formats be separated. But if it attracts a different audience, that, let's say, the collectors are not into the restoration videos, then I would make two channels, one for the restoration videos and one for the collectors. But a watchmaker, communicate that. A watchmaker reveals the top 5 most valuable whatever, because then you're taking advantage of your authority as watchmaker. Because as a watchmaker, you have a lot of authority. It's not just a hobby. You're actually knowing what you're talking about.
Collection. So there we have.
Okay.
Guys, my top 5 vintage.
Okay. We are at the end of the video. Try to make your outro shorter. What I would do.
That you should definitely add to your collection. So there we have it, guys. My top 5.
Okay.
Collection. So there we have
52. Okay. Your outro is 40 seconds long. The problem with that is, and you will see that in your audience retention graphs, that viewers click away at the end of the video. Again, the YouTube formula for views: make viewers click, make viewers watch, and make viewers return. With your end screen, you can make viewers return, but if they know before they see the end screen that the video is over, they will click away. So what I would advise you to do is, in this case, you have a top 5 watches about a top 5 about watches. Okay, is there another video? Think about for yourself when you make the video. Do this before you make the video. Think about which video will viewers want to watch next. What is the most logical step for viewers to watch next? It could be another video. This is about, let's say this is about collecting the watches. Is that a video about another video about collecting watches? Or if it's a restoration video, could be about the best cleaning products, for example, to clean watches. I'm just spitballing here. Because that returns viewers. So don't let them know that your video is over. What I would have said in this case...
Something that you should definitely add to your collection.
Definitely add to your collection. In this video, I have 5 watches. I have 5 more watches under $1,500, for example. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. The reason why you want to have one sentence after the referral to the other video is because then viewers have actually the chance to move their mouse and click on that video. But you also do a call to action to subscribe to your YouTube channel. But keep it short. Keep it short. And don't let viewers know that your video is over because they will click away. And that's a viewer lost. And that's a shame. Yeah, already so much effort and trouble of getting viewers to click and then get viewers to watch. And then when you've done all that, which is really, really hard to do, then you let them click away. Please don't do that. So refer them directly to the next video. In the outro and outtakes,
Next time.
not a lot of people will be interested in the outtakes.
Thanks as well, Bob HB. You also can get back to your Teletubbies or whatever it is that you're dealing with over there. Man, I pay you guys too much.
Okay, what might help you, because I think you improvise a lot. Do you have bullet points? Because otherwise it might be wise to script things. Because then generally it helps not going off on a ramble, for example, so you can make the video more compact. I think you target a little bit of an older audience, so the flashy edits, etc. That doesn't work that well. But if you attract a younger audience, then I would definitely see if you can have some differences between zoomed in footage or flip the image. Those are all things you can do in the edit, or change your camera angle by simply putting your camera somewhere else when you're taking the shots. Okay. Horology Biology, thank you for your review, or submitting your channel for a review. I had some more people here in the chat. Wortex, Pro Snake Gaming channel. Let me see if I can see in between. Pro Snake Gaming. Okay. Pro Snake Gaming. Okay. 27 subscribers. Games with Snake. Okay. I started this live stream with the question, what makes your content unique? Is it the value, or is it the way of your video? Is it your presentation, or maybe the humor in the video? Because you have a gaming channel. And gaming channels have so much competition. So what makes your channel so unique that viewers need to watch that? Do you show your face? No. Oh, you don't even talk in the videos. Okay, your videos need to be transformative. Weird fighting, what? Battle Hub? Oh, it's gameplay. Oh, I thought I was looking at a bumper. Okay. The problem is, how do you stand out? If I see 10 videos on Street Fighter 6, why should I click on your video? Because if you can't communicate that, if there isn't a unique angle to your video compared to the rest, it's a total gamble if your video will be picked up or not. And a total gamble if your video will get 300 views or 33 views. Oh, by the way, try to avoid the right bottom corner of your thumbnails. Because in this case it's readable, but here it's not, and here it's also not. Okay, this one, I'd like to talk about this one. I talked about a reason to click. Here, hardcore, no damage, full game. Okay, that's a challenge. That is something unique, and that could be, I'm not sure, I have to do the research for that, but that could be something that viewers are really interested in. If it is so unique, or a challenge that not a lot of people can do, it is something exciting. It's a reason to watch a video. But if it's just full gameplay, yeah, there are probably 100,000 other videos on Hogwarts Legacy full game out there. Or maybe 50,000. You have to tell viewers why they should watch your video. Oh, you're not seeing the screen. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're not telling viewers why they should watch your video, they won't watch your videos. Sir Bear says in the chat, wanted to run a deal with you. I personally am mostly a gaming creator focused on shooters, but most of my regular viewers watch for my personality, niche or not. Yeah, but that's the reason why I say you have to be broader than one game, because then people come for your personality, and if they don't like the game, they might be still into your videos simply because they like you and you playing the game. That's where they come for, and you want to try to achieve that, because then you're not as dependent on let's say a specific video game. That makes your channel in the long run much more it's a long-term strategy. That's what I want to say. I can't see the channel, sorry about that. Sir Bear says, so what I've been thinking is just considering this is second channel, variety content, and making the other one doing something that is proven to work for me, and that's Minecraft plugins. Yeah, if the Minecraft thing works, well, yeah. Yeah, but make sure that if you do two channels, that for every channel that you have a focus target on is, because if you don't have a focus, it makes your content all over the place. If you have a focus, then you can, because that's a filter for every piece of content that you make. It's a filter if that fits the bill, and that makes it much more that viewers can relate to your content and want to watch your videos because they know what they're getting into. They're getting this kind of content, and that indeed is a little bit problematic with this channel because it's broad, and on top of that, I haven't got anything what makes it unique. And technically speaking, what you're doing here is you're showing footage, and showing game footage, you can't do that, because your content needs to be transformative. That's in YouTube. That's in the YouTube guidelines. You need to be transformative. And if your content isn't transformative enough, you simply can't monetize this. So if you're continuing the way that you're continuing now, you can't monetize this channel. And simply because it's a... Yeah. YouTube doesn't like it. And you make your life really hard. You need to think about a unique angle, like, for example, here, walking through a game with no damage. But still, you need something unique that people return for. For example, like we talked here in the chat about Sir Bear, with Sir Bear. Hey, people come from my personality, and you can only communicate that personality when you are actually talking to people, and preferably show your face. Okay. Sir Bear says, personally, I've been stuck between doing what gets me thousands of views and what gets me hundreds of views, rather than having one channel for fun and one for business. Thousands of views. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Personally, I've been stuck between doing what gets me thousands of views and what gets me hundreds of views, rather than having one channel for fun and one for business. Yeah, it's always a little bit of a mixed bag. You have to make on one hand the content that you want to make, and on the other hand the content that gets the views and that viewers are interested in. The trick is not to do one or the other, because when you do only what viewers want, then you will get burned out and you have no fun in making the videos. On the other hand, when you only do what viewers want, what you want to do, then viewers won't watch. It's that middle. If I have a graph with two circles that intersect in the middle, you want to be in that middle point of, and having the content that viewers want to watch and the content that you like to make. Thank you for submitting the channel. Gaming channels are always so hard, and yeah, try to find that unique angle. For example, if you want to do Street Fighter videos, is there something that you can do with those Street Fighter characters, having a history of those characters, for example, because that is not what probably a lot of people will do. And it makes your videos stand out. And especially in the last years, 2-3 years, YouTube is getting really competitive, and just easy content doesn't cut it anymore. And a channel like this, a gaming channel like this, seems to be pretty effortless. You play a game and viewers have to watch that. That doesn't cut it anymore in 2023. That doesn't work. It needs to have a unique angle. It needs to have something unique that viewers want to watch. Look at Dream, for example. He does something that viewers want to watch. Try to find out what that is. So look at your competition. That can help a lot. That can help a lot. Cause one trick says, why can't I monetize the channel, Pro Snake? Yeah, you read the monetization guidelines. Read them. YouTube wants to have transformative content. Because it's illegal. It's literally illegal. You infringe copyrights, and YouTube doesn't want to have anything to do with the infringing copyrights. So that you're getting away with this right now, good luck with that, but that won't happen for long. They can strike your channel. And because you have more than 3 videos on your channel, it can be deleted tomorrow, in an hour, in 2 minutes. It's a ticking time bomb. And personally, especially when I want to make my livelihood out of that, I don't want to do that. So be transformative. And one of the things that you can be transformative is by making content that really transforms the content into something else. And one way of doing that is giving commentary or showing your face, adding something to the gameplay. Gameplay without anything is just infringing copyrights. It's the law, and sorry, I did make that up. It's the law, and YouTube abides by the law. Okay, it depends. There are no commentary gaming channels doing well for years. Yeah, could be. Yeah, there are always exceptions to the rule. Sure, But if YouTube looks at, because they are going to look at. By the way, last week they released a video that YouTube released a video that they literally told this. You have to be transformative. They literally told you that because it was about the monetization guidelines. They literally told you that. If you haven't subscribed, if you aren't subscribed to the Creator Insider channel, please do that because this is where they talk about these kinds of things, and it's from YouTube themselves. It's from the YouTube development team. To the good old Total War, I guess they don't delete big. Oh, they do. They do. They do big time. But personally, I never want to have anything to do. If one of my clients do this kind of stuff, I'm staying far away from that. Okay. Do we have Wortex? My channel name is Wortexino. Let's take a look at your channel, Wortexino. Are there more people in the chat to review their channel? Wortexino, yeah, I see. Oh, game streaming. Oh, we're getting the gaming route. Wortex, you show your face. Good. Good. Okay, my first reaction, let me show you the screen. My first reaction would be, what's this channel about when I see your channel header? Because Wortex doesn't say anything to me. You said in the description gaming streaming. Can you communicate that? Because the channel header doesn't, although it looks really nice, the channel header, but it doesn't really scream gaming or streaming to me. It even could be, I'm thinking of DJs who have their color, make their color this way. Oh, okay. It's not an English channel. Ho. Oh, I say ho, by the way, but ho doesn't mean the same in English than in Dutch. Ho means stop. Full send RP. Yeah, I really gaming, streaming, PlayStation. Okay, I can't read the titles, but I can see a little bit what your thumbnails are about. This is really clear to me, but when I'm purely looking at the thumbnail, what is this video about? Oh, it got a lot of views, so congrats on that. Does it scream gaming to me? A bit, but is it enough? And I'm the best. Also a vlog. Okay. Let me look up Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat. Okay. I want you to take a look at if you get an idea of what this video is about. Because I think when I look at, for example, your channel and I see this, okay, it's gaming. Yeah, okay. But what is it that viewers should watch this video for? Because it could be you in front of a television screen as well. Especially this, I have no idea what I'm getting into when I click on the channel, on the video. But when I look at some of the videos of Casey Neistat, this is the topic of the video. This is where the whole video is about, the creative poison. And when I see 3 people like your thumbnail, I have no idea. Or here, I was at Trump's arraignment and it was insane. And you see the creator here in front and Trump here. That gives a reason to watch a video because you know the topic of the video. But now when I'm purely, because I get it, and because here's police, the thumbnail is really visually clear. And you see here electric shoes. The main focus here on this thumbnail is about the creator, and you see that he has funny shoes. Okay, that could be, for example, an arrow to point at that those shoes are important. I would have done that. But also here, it is one clear topic. And now when I look at, for example, this thumbnail, does it says the best? Okay, but why? Okay, this is a really good thumbnail. Vlog 1. Okay, what am I getting into? What am I getting into?
Pojma, kaj sem naročil. Minila je točno 1 minuta, odkar smo nazadnje snemal. Folk me sprašuje, kjer čevlje imam.
Please prepare for takeoff in 10, 9, 8, 7.
Is this you going to a gaming competition? Okay, I would definitely have started with that with the channel, with the video, because it's you want those first few seconds in the video are so important. You want to catch viewers' attention. You want to have them immediately drawn into the video, and you do that not with a talking head video. And that might be the intention that people get. The idea that people get. Okay, something that you have to understand about vlogs is that vlogs, those little things only matter when they add to the overall experience of the video, when they add to the goal of the video. Right now, I'm not sure what this video is about. I think you're going to a gaming competition. But did you win, or was there another problem that you went to a gaming competition and your flight was delayed and you couldn't get on time? That is the problem of the video. That's the story arc in the video. And you're traveling. Yeah, because I don't understand you. That you have a lot of different images works really well, so that keeps the video visually interesting. But I'm still traveling. Still traveling. Still traveling. Okay, yeah, I have a little bit of trouble understanding what the goal of the video is and why should I watch it. And that's hard. Vlogs is hard because of that. And you're not the first one, and you're probably not the last one struggling with that. You have to do that a lot. But with vlogs, think about before you make a video, what is the goal of the video? What is going to happen in the video? What are viewers going to get out of the video? And that can be entertainment. But in this case, if I see a thumbnail like this, I think you've experienced a plane crash. A title like I survived a plane crash or something like that. But that's not what's in the video. But vlogs, general videos in general, think before you make, and especially vlogs, you need to think about what the goal of the video is. Because a vlog is not a list of facts. It's a build-up of a story. Okay. Where I was. Rookie. Censored. Okay, so try to look at your thumbnails. If there is something that you can communicate, because if it's about game streaming, again here also the audience. What makes it about game streaming? Is there what appeals to a game streaming loving audience? Games. Okay. Then communicate something with games, because now I don't get the games vibe here. It's a puppy here. Also here, visually I don't get a lot of clues about what this video is about. And your title is purely to better communicate what your video is about, to make the story complete. But the main focus is your thumbnail, because that is what gets you the views. My Sea Prince says, Sir Bear, you could do both and make people aware of the other channel. Yeah, that can work really well. So they can complement each other. Oh, yeah. And people have to have the choice to watch. And remember to put a link on the About page and the description. Yeah, really, really valid points. But you want to have an interested audience, and not that a lot of your audience is not interested into the rest of your videos, because that makes it really hard to return viewers. Thank you for watching this live stream. Thank you for tuning in. And if you are watching in the if we're watching the rerun here, instead of the live stream, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. And I'm thinking about doing this more regularly. I'm trying to do this every week if there is enough, if there are enough submissions and enough interest in the live stream. Thank you for watching, and I'd love to see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye bye.